U-80 has made its first attack on an enemy convoy. Unfortunately, from the 4 torpedoes that we fired, only one hit its target and sank it. We are not quite sure what happened to the other torpedoes. Did we simply miss? Or did the torpedoes malfunction? I really hope that we didn't receive a batch of bad torpedoes. While most of the issues with the torpedoes suddenly veering off course or simply not detonating upon impact seem to have been resolved, there are still reports across the whole fleet of torpedoes simply passing beneath their targets. Unfortunately, the engineers seem to be unable to pinpoint the reason for this issue, and so we can only hope that the torpedoes that we received are not faulty. However, our first attack on the convoy may suggest otherwise. It is now night and the weather has worsened considerably. We are closing in for another attack. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of the Silent Hunter campaign with the OneAlex Mod Edition. The previous episode has been quite fun, hasn't it? Attacking a convoy like that, with a bit of risk, but also with some success. Yes, I had to fire 4 torpedoes, but I sunk a ship. And that's pretty alright in my book. I'm striving to re-engage that convoy. However, it is the middle of the night, and the weather has gotten a lot worse. We have storm conditions outside. So the ride is a very bouncy one, but I have contact with the convoy. As you can see, it is pitch black outside. However, over there we can see smoke. There is a target. There's something. I just can't tell what. Is it a freighter? Is it a destroyer? Where are the destroyers? I have no clue. I hope they don't either. All I can do at this point is to try to close the distance with whatever that is, to take a better look. But this weather is incredibly terrible. Let's see if we can approach whatever that is from its side. It doesn't matter from which side we approach, the horizon is equally dark in all directions. I will have to brighten this video considerably because it is really pitch black darkness here. Okay, turn us in. Let's close the distance. Hope it isn't a warship. I really can't tell. Are we spotting more ships? I think they're still calling out that one. Is that a freighter or is it a warship? If it's a warship, we will have to disengage. I just hope they don't see us. Come, right 15. Okay. This is fine as an approach angle. Still, that's important to determine what this is. If this is a warship, then I have to find something new to shoot at. Even if I were to decide to fire at one of the enemy destroyers, I wouldn't be able to do anything. The waves are too high. With these waves, we have 15 meters per second winds, and these waves I need to set the torpedoes to at least 6 meters. At least 6. That's pretty terrible. That means I need to find a big ship or I need to go home. That's what that means. Air intakes. We're getting swamped. But there we go. The diesel is running again. Yeah, so none of these escorts has a draft that is deep enough for torpedoes with 6 meter depth to be able to hit it. So that's simply not going to happen. I wonder whether I should board this attack completely and leave the convoy alone. Because just keeping up with the convoy is burning up so much fuel, and there is really no guarantee that we will be able to keep contact with the convoy until weather conditions improve. If they improve at all during the night. Maybe it will stay like this for days, and then I would just be sailing out into the Atlantic, burning a whole bunch of fuel that I could use better in another engagement. Still not sure what that is. It might be an escort though. Should I bring the user to the bridge? I don't think so. It would be in these waves. I don't think it would be very useful, but we can try. Bring the user to the bridge. There we go. Our target is on 338. There it is. Can you tell what that is? Because I can't. All I see is the smoke rising up from the funnel, being illuminated by fire from inside. That's all. That's really all. Let's get closer. Keeping my eyes open, just in case that something else shows up. The convoy had a straggler that was lagging a bit behind. I think I saw that during our initial engagement. So maybe this is that straggler. If that is that straggler, wonderful, we will engage it. If this is a warship, then I don't know what we'll do. We'll just have to disengage, see if we can maybe get around them, but even so, I really wonder if it is worth it. I mean, look at this. We can't keep this up. It's going to roll us over, my god. The waves are incredible. This is honestly weather where a U-boat would simply dive and stay submerged until it goes away under normal circumstances. But yeah, targets just ahead of us, that's not a normal circumstance, that's an engagement. So we'll do our best, but I really wonder if we are able to keep this up. I think it looks like a freighter, to be honest. It might be a freighter. If that is a single freighter, I'm gonna engage it with my stern tube, I think.
Schiff gesichtet. Schiff gesichtet.
After shooting at that thing, we'll have to get out of here in a hurry. Yeah, I think it's a freighter actually. Bearing 338 still. Are we keeping a constant bearing to that thing? Where is it? There it is. Looks like a freighter to me. Yeah, I think I see cranes. Funnel, mast left and right on the bow and stern. That would be a freighter then. Question is, does it have enough draft? Let's start preparing this. If I fire the rear tube, impact, slow speeds, yeah. Depth just beneath 6. Still no information on speed or anything like that, so we'll just have to wait with that. Are we keeping a constant bearing? Let's set up the user on the funnel, leave it alone for a bit. If we are, then maybe I'm not engaging it with my rear tube, maybe I'm engaging it with one of the steam torpedoes that I have in my 4 tubes. Oh, we keep tossing and turning so much. That's most definitely a freighter there.
Schiff gesichtet. Schiff gesichtet.
Oh my god. Blub, blub,
Derzeitige
blub.
Tiefe 1,0.
It's so dark. It's so dark. Let's have a look. No, we are not keeping a constant bearing. Okay, that's fine. So weird tube it is. I just need a speed. We'll get the speed by attempting to sail parallel to this thing. Let's try to do that. So, if I look at that, I can't really tell the angle on bow. I'm approaching it from behind, that much is true, but I need to get closer before I can positively identify anything here.
Schiff gesichtet.
Jeez, look how we are being tossed around.
Schiff gesichtet.
Oh my god. So if your stomach is sensitive, you could be feeling something right now. But I honestly think it would be even worse in daylight. Jeez. Do we see any other ships? No we don't, but the convoy can't be too far ahead. We just can't see them at the moment. Crap. Come on.
Schiff gesichtet.
Okay, can I finally discern some details here? Let's do it this way. I know more or less their course that they are sailing. Their course should be about 303. Let's go with 305 degrees. That's close enough. Weapons officer on station. So if they're indeed sailing on that course, and I take a look through the user, I put this on the ship. Weapons officer. So let's say that they are sailing on a course of 305 degrees. Come on. And I'm sailing on a course of 272.
Schiff gesichtet.
Then I'm looking at an AOB of 125, 130, something like that. AOB 130. So let's go parallel with them.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 304.
And slow down.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Große Fahrt voraus.
We are now quite close, as you can see. It's flying a British flag, that much is certain. Cargo seems to be some kind of drums on the foredeck, probably fuel or oil, something like that. Maybe aviation fuel. Slow down further.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
I got the waves.
Schiff gesichtet.
We are very close. Are they armed? Can't tell. No idea if they are armed or not. Speed, however. Yes, visual contact, yeah, I know. Yuzu. Right, they are on bearing what? They are more or less bearing 300. 309.
Schiff gesichtet.
309 long range. There's something over there in the distance then. In any case, looks like their speed is more or less 9 knots. That's what we are going with.
Schiff gesichtet.
We are sailing at a speed of 8 knots. Are we gaining on them? We might be gaining on them. Okay, 8 knots it is then. Maybe even less. We seem to be somewhat overtaking them.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Slow down. I think 8 is about right. Or even just 7. Yeah, they are slow. They are slow.
Schiff gesichtet. Schiff gesichtet.
I think we'll be going with 7. That's why they are lagging behind the rest of the convoy. Yeah, seems like we are keeping a constant bearing more or less with 6 knots. I think they're now gaining a little bit on us. So we are going with 7 knots for our speed. Speed 7. Distance will be short. AOB we will set before we fire. I will now do the following. I'll try to get a little bit ahead of it, so that we can fire while we turn away.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus.
Come on, propel us forward. Checking for weapons. Maybe there is something there on the stern. No, 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 there isn't. No weapons inside. Yeah, we are now overtaking it quite fast. You can see, well, once my binoculars clear up, you will be able to see the drums on the foredeck. Oh, come on. Them waves. Yeah, there are the drums. Probably that is aviation fuel. So maybe we are getting a nice big explosion. Oh, there could be a gun on the stern. I'm not sure. We are very close to it though. So we can't really let this take too long. I will be turning 90 degrees right, so I can already set up everything. User to the rear. And in this position, enemy AOB will be 90 degrees right. There we go. Torpedo depth, I had that set to a little bit lower. I think it was reset for some reason. Let's give the torpedo... Should I put it on slow or medium? Let's go with medium. There we go. Okay. Essentially, we are ready to go. My men are calling out ships, I just can't see any. Okay, turn us 90 degrees right now. Open the torpedo tube. Torpedo tube has been opened. We are turning hard and fast. Good. Slow down now. Don't want to get too far away from that ship before I fire. Turn.
Schiff gesichtet.
Keep turning.
Schiff gesichtet.
Okay. That's the turn almost
Schiff
complete.
gesichtet.
But I already see that this can't be quite right. Or is it?
Schiff gesichtet.
No,
Lage
it's okay.
299. Große Entfernung.
Keep going. Maybe come left. Come left 5 degrees.
Neuer Kurs 3-4. Jawohl, Herr
Stop
Kaloi.
here.
Ruder 0 Grad.
Okay. Uso. Where is the target? There it is. AOB. Can't really tell, but it's more or less right. Waiting just for a short time until I properly see the target.
Schiff gesichtet.
Yeah, we are going to shoot now any moment. Fire.
Rohr 5. Los. Jawohl, Herr Kaloi.
Increase speed.
Große Fahrt voraus.
Question is this torpedo going to hit or not? Torpedo went out with a gyro angle that is almost 0. So it should impact when the target is somewhere behind us. Come on. Come on. It will probably run below the target because I see quite a bit of its hull. I think the torpedo will be too deep. Yeah, that's a miss.
Schiff gesichtet.
That's definitely a miss. But I... oops, didn't want to do that. But I don't think it's a miss because I aimed wrong. I think the storm is too severe for this. We can't engage. We literally can't engage. One torpedo out, no hit. Damn it. Turn us back.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloi.
Parallel course.
Neuer Kurs 305.
Damn it. What do I do now? Do I try to re-engage? Do I dive to reload another torpedo into the stern tube? Do I try to seek other targets that might be a bit bigger, but then I always run the risk of running into one of the escorts in the pitch black darkness, and they have an advantage over me because they have radar. It's not great radar, and it might be completely useless in these conditions. But I don't know that. I can't say for sure. So what do I do? Do I take the risk? Or do I abandon the chase? I really feel like that torpedo was well aimed. It should have hit. It probably passed beneath the target. I know that convoy has a few really big ships in it. but the escorts are just
Schiff gesichtet.
too scary in these conditions, to be honest. If they spot me and track me on radar, then I won't even see them coming in time to evade. And I can't outrun them. If the conditions were a little bit better, if I could... I don't mind some waves. If the weather hadn't gotten worse, we absolutely would be engaging. But in this weather, I think the risk is too great for too little of a potential benefit. I'm just gonna spend a whole bunch of torpedoes without actually hitting anything. If I even find the really big and juicy targets, the big ships that have a draft that is deep enough. But even so, 6 meters, that's quite deep. That is quite deep. And if the ship is being raised by the waves, I don't know. I'll try. I mean, this is a straggler, so the convoy is somewhere just in front of us. I'll try to get close enough so that I can maybe take a look at the last ships in the convoy. If I see one that is really big and has a draft that is really deep, we might go for it. Otherwise, I will then disengage, or if we see an escort. So, let's take a little break here, and we'll resume this once I actually spot something. Damn, it's dark. Okay, we are back and I have made contact with the convoy. We can see some ships. I can't really tell what kind of ship I'm seeing here because it's too damn dark. What I can tell though is that this one just in front of us here, that's an escort. So let's turn that way over there. Let's see what kind of magic we can pull out of our behind here. First of all, let's make sure that we evade that escort, that we do not get too close to it, even though we are approaching it from the rear. But that can't be the only escort, and what escort is that, I wonder? Is that the escort that is sailing on the side, on the flank of the convoy, or have I found the one that is sailing behind the convoy? But then it would be out of position a bit, so it's difficult to say. It really is difficult to say what's going on here, and now I lost it, which is just excellent. There it is, 50 degrees. Yeah, it got briefly illuminated by a flash. As long as I stay behind it, I don't think its radar will be able to detect me. And in these waves they are not spotting me, not at this distance. So the question is, can I sneak into the convoy to deliver torpedoes to a particularly big ship? That's the question really. That's what we are going to attempt here. That's what we are going to attempt to do. I'm trying to look for a freighter that seems to be really big But I think those would be situated somewhere in the front.
Schiff gesichtet.
There's the escort. Still back turned towards me. Jesus Christ, these waves.
Schiff gesichtet. Lage 5. Große Entfernung.
No wonder they are not able to spot me. We are basically submerged. Oh man. Okay, keep chugging along. We are getting in here. That ship here in front of us seems to be of a good size. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop. Escort is now over there. 80 degrees. What is that? There's something else. Is that another escort?
Schiff gesichtet.
There's a freighter, but something else behind it.
Schiff gesichtet.
I really do wonder if that escort that I'm seeing is the escort on the side. There has to be another one in the back. Where is it? Maybe it's just out of position. Okay, starts turning into this. Maybe by turning slightly we'll get out of the worst of these waves. Is this the escort? Or is it the freighter? Can't tell. Too dark. No, there's the escort. Bearing 17. Bearing 70. Looking for targets. Trying to find the biggest ship I can. These ones are not big enough, I don't think so. I have to find something that's bigger. We are arriving at the point where we will soon be parallel with the escort. That scares me a bit. The further forward we go, if he has a forward-facing radar, we are getting into the area that it can cover. But I can't even tell if that escort has a radar or not. No idea. Too dark. Okay, let me find a nice big submarine-sized gap in the line of these ships. Yeah, this one, I mean the size of this ship, it's quite big, but I can see that it is very high in the water. That might be an escort behind it, although I'm not sure. But that one in front of us is very high in the water and therefore unsuited for an attack here in these conditions. I have to find something else.
Schiff gesichtet. Schiff gesichtet.
I'm going straight into the convoy. There's a ship here on the outside.
Schiff gesichtet. Lage 333. Große Entfernung.
But if I disregard that, then these are the ships that are in the middle of the convoy. And I'm trying to plow right through. Turn 20 right. Many of these ships are armed. If this goes wrong, it will go wrong quite spectacularly. I can't sail with decks submerged because I'm pretty submerged already. So this is now just about being very, very careful and really hitting the gap in between these ships. Or I stay in this lane, so to speak. But then I'm kinda close to the... Ah, well, let's try it. Before I get too close to this one, let's turn away a little bit. I can shoot the gap later. Oh my god. Okay, let's try to find the escort in this mess. No visual. Goddamn waves. Is there something there? No, just the waves playing tricks on me. Really no visual on the escort. That's suspicious. Ship spotted bearing 298. That's just a freighter. We are passing this one now. Look at this thing. We are so close, we can see every detail. But they can't really see us. Not from the bridge up there. From the bridge up there, from the deck of the ship, they are looking down into the waves. And so we are really not visible to them. Somebody would have to be very... Oh, that's a big one. Found a big ship. There it is. That's the one that we almost hit in the previous engagement. That's the one that we will be going for. No, we won't. Crash dive, crash dive, crash dive. Bring us down. Okay, we are slipping beneath the waves. Turn around. This way.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 166.
Okay. Slow down.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2-0.
We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here right now. I need a hydrophone operator.
Derzeitige Tiefe 3-0. Kontakt, Kriegsschiff, kommt näher auf 237. Große Entfernung.
Okay, warship approaching. That's fine. Keep turning.
4-0.
Bring us down to 155.
Neue Tiefe 159 Meter. Frachter entfernt sich auf 358. Große Entfernung. Derzeitige Tiefe 5-0. Derzeitige Tiefe 6-0.
Keep dropping, keep turning. Come on. I have no idea who spotted us. Was it the ship next to us? Was there an escort inside the convoy patrolling?
Derzeitige Tiefe 7-0.
I don't know. Could start reloading the rear tube.
Kontakt, Frachter. Derzeitige Tiefe 8-0. Große Entfernung. Kontakt, Kriegsschiff entfernt sich auf 8-8. Große
Do I have enough
Entfernung.
men? I do.
Derzeitige Tiefe 9-0.
Okay. Okay. Completing our turn.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0-0.
For some reason somebody spotted us. Or maybe we got detected by the radar.
Tiefe 1-1-0.
No idea. Hydrophone operator, nearest warship.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-2-0.
Moving away, bearing 207. Let me listen.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-3-0.
Slow us down.
Derzeitige Tiefe 140. Derzeitige Tiefe 150.
There's a warship that's somewhere in front of the convoy. There's another one over there. There's another one in front of us. And one behind us. There's the warship moving away. Somehow I don't believe that. But okay, if that's the case, turn even further. I need to get out of the way of the one that is coming from the front. Alright, that attack didn't work out at all, and we are now disengaging. We are leaving this convoy alone. Question is, will I be able to disengage? Will they let me? I will...
Kontakt, Frachter, Entfernung gleichbleibend auf 7,5, mittlere Entfernung.
Yes. Nearest warship is now closing, bearing 228. Slow us down. Okay, we are slowing down. We are... In these conditions it will be very difficult for the warships to detect me. So the best thing that we can do here is to just slow down and try to creep away. Stay deep and creep away. I'll try to do that and we'll resume the video once I have either made it or once they have detected me. Problem. Pinging.
Kriegsschiff auf 211, kommt näher.
We just had 2 pings. They're close enough to ping us. Slow us down. Make sure they can't hear us.
Kriegsschiff auf 204, kommt näher.
Let's take a quick look. Engine RPM. Below 100, yeah, that's off. That's fine. Did they pass behind us? Jeez, the hull is groaning a lot, but we should be fine. The boat is new. Oh boy. It's really a terrible feeling when you think you might be getting away scot-free and then suddenly you hear that ping. No. Where? They must be behind us. Just stay calm. Stay calm. Stay real damn calm. Yeah, explosions far behind us. Far behind us, that's fine, okay. Whew, I was worried there for a moment. but it is behind us. I have to make sure that we keep our stern pointed at the destroyer to present a narrow profile, and then we'll continue to sneak away like this. Let's hope it works. Let's take a short break. I think we made it. It has been some time and we have been steadily increasing our distance to the escort, and it didn't find us. And I think we are far away, so far away from it that there's really no chance that it is going to detect us anymore. So here's what we'll do now. We will take a quick look at our orders. In fact, no, at our orders we have to go to grid CF98. So let's go to the map, have a look. Where is that CF98? That's down here. And we will go back to sailing that way, because I'm not re-engaging that convoy. That convoy is steadily moving northwest for now. I expect that they, maybe after this event that we just had with them, this encounter, I think they will maybe change their course again to southwest. And so chasing them through the night in this weather, deeper and deeper into the Atlantic, that's simply not going to work. That is simply not going to work. I'm also going to decrease my depth now. Reduce the pressure on the hull, bring us back to 100 meters. Yeah, so that's the new plan now. We are disengaging from this convoy. We expended one torpedo, which I have reloaded by now. And unfortunately we didn't get to hit anything. And we almost got hit ourselves. So really... Yeah, he is now of course reporting all the freighters. Now that we have turned and... Now that they are out of our baffles. But it's okay. So we will continue to sail south to get to our patrol area. And then we will patrol there and hope... Jeez. We're gonna go there and then we are going to hope that we will find something in this area that we can use our remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically 8, 9 torpedoes on. We are down to half fuel, but that's okay, because our return port is of course Brest, so we don't have to go all the way back to Kiel. We expended a lot of fuel going from Kiel, around the British Isles, all the way to the Atlantic here, to the mid-Atlantic. We're going to use up a bunch more fuel to get down here and then back to Brest, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So that's... oh yeah, and we are rising. So this is going to be it for today, I think. Let me actually hide a phone. Nearest warship contact. Still reported as medium range, but medium range is a huge bracket, so can't really tell how close we are to that thing. But I'll stay submerged until the weather clears up a bit. There's no sense in us being up there and being tossed around by these waves. The weather is just too horrible. So... really puts into perspective how big that convoy was, doesn't it? So many ships. Crazy. But alright, yeah. I'm continuing my patrol. I'm going to continue my patrol, and What will we see? What will we meet? What will we engage? Find out next time. I want to thank you very much for watching today's episode. Let me know in the comments if my approach here was maybe a little bit too risky. Maybe just a little bit. Let me know what you think. And make sure that you're subscribed to the channel if you aren't already. So, with that all said, once again, thank you very much, and we'll see each other next time. Until then, have some really, really great days, and goodbye.